Congratulations.
Yeah, MP.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show them.
MP, let's bring it
To
to
Elite for taking home the Season 5 affiliation victory and earning that rep boost this season. Earn progress towards your affiliation by
Get ready to light it up tonight.
It's about game time, bring the pain time.
Up next, the Pacers. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
And for a few games now, we've talked about how determined MP is to be their driving force offensively.
And without a doubt, his scoring has made a big impact for them. Knowing MP's own expectations, he probably expects even more from himself. Critics might say he's under-delivered, but overall he's been quite solid, carrying a lot of the load and taking pressure off of his teammates.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Paul Reed is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's MP. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moody in at the shooting guard position. Kuminga, the pass to MP. Rebounded by Halliburton. Kuminga against Matherin. Pass to Barber. Here's Halliburton from the arc. And Reed pulls it down. We played just over a minute here in the first. MP no good. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Turner. Misses from short range. The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with him 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Free throw good, MP. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And both free throws good for MP.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. I asked him about the many difficulties that Kevin Durant presents to a defense, and Coach said with most guys you can force them left or right or send help. With Kevin, he can always shoot over the top of you. Sometimes you feel helpless in that regard. Not a lot of solutions for a 7-foot sharpshooter, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Halliburton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The Warriors, second. In third, Indiana.
Both rosters filled with riverboat gamblers. These guys are looking to create turnovers every possession.
To the middle. And here's MP from outside. Nails it from 3. MP's got 5 points.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Turner. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Very skilled at getting to his spots on the floor. Turner, an assertive player on the offensive end.
Outside Durant. Shoots over Siakam. That's good from Durant on the assist by MP.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Halliburton against MP. Good on the shot. Halliburton's got his second basket of the game. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Kuminga. And Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And the basket is good. And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And a quick look at the stats after that game. They were phenomenal from the charity stripe.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
Halliburton looking for an opening. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Lets it go from 11. Warriors with the rebound. MP inside. Working on Siakam. MP shot is good. MP's got 9.
MP with a tough shot. That's really hard. Great concentration.
Siakam for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Durant finds MP. Back to Durant. MP outside. The 3 ball. The rebound by Turner.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Indiana leading. Here's Halliburton. In his last outing, 16 points for him. And Reed pulls it down.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
That one drops for him. 11 points in the game.
There you go. MP just being efficient.
A minute 35 left in the opening quarter. Siakam. Come outside. Halliburton against MP.
Trading the lead back and forth. neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Here's Barber. The three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors trailing. Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Halliburton for 3. The rebound by MP. The Warriors have got 6 of 14 in so far. Durant with a screen on Halliburton. 2 points. That one goes. MP's got 13.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Indiana with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
MP getting it done for Golden State. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Bruce Brown is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Carr in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Pass to Brown. To the paint. With the fadeaway. And it's Bona missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Outside Davis. Durant with it. Launches a 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
The open shot, Siakam buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
The Warriors lead by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Outside man, 3-pointer. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And Williams punches it home.
Hey, it's all about W's for Durant. I mean, he understands that feeding open teammates is how you make that happen.
Pass to Bona. Here's Carr. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Reed's checked in for the Warriors. MP comes in for Davis. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Back to MP. home, MP.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pacers trail by 6. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Brown passes to man. The 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Loose ball.
MP's got 4 rebounds now. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Hauser. The Warriors lead by 6. MP inside. Defended by Halliburton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Good job by MP forcing the action.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. And both free throws good for MP. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Halliburton. There's the drive. No good there. Good D by MP. The Warriors have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Outside, Williams. Back to MP. Ooh, MP takes the contact and converts.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Brown with it. He's averaging about 6 points per game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Williams. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Durant. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Durant's got 10 points.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Here's Barber. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Over Moody. Barber's shot is good. Barber's got his first basket. The Warriors lead by 9. Pass to MP. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton with a strong take.
Boy, that little bit of contact, no problem for Halliburton, especially when he's locked in on finishing at the rim.
Outside Durant. Outside Kuminga. From outside the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Here's Barber. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people's shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
And here's Butler outside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He scored 68 points, and in terms of his shooting, well, mistakes and bad selections were few and far between. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that lead tonight, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And both free throws good for MP.
You know, one of the things you love about MP, he is certainly a team-first kind of a guy. Individual stats really don't do much for him. He wants to win, period. No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. MP battles him inside.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Pacers trail by 7. Outside Matherin. Three-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by MP. MP's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Moody. Back to MP. Outside Moody. 6 on the shot clock. MP, the pass to Moody. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, Kuminga, so deadly at the rim.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Halliburton. Drops in the layup for 2. Halliburton's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Pass to MP, outside Butler. Outside Moody. From downtown, the long-range hit from MP.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the run.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star Weekend. And now back to our game. What a half from MP.
One guy stands out so far tonight, and you know who it is.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Kevin Durant is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Paul Reed, then it's MP, and it's Moody in a 2-guard. The kick to Durant. Lets it fly. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 8. Siakam in the post. Durant's there. Halliburton on the wing. Covered by MP. Golden State has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, excellent find by MP. Passes like this really help team chemistry.
Pass to Barber. Halliburton outside. Now Siakam launches it. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. The Warriors lead by 8. MP outside. MP drives in. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Determination from MP right there. Going right through that foul and still able to convert.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the line tonight. And that one misses. The Pacers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Halliburton finds Turner. MP against Halliburton. Halliburton using the vertical there.
Tyrese Halliburton, take a bow, young fella. You deserve it. You have been outstanding.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Halliburton for 3. Warriors with the rebound. MP with it. Siakam covering. MP scanning the floor. Oh, Siakam with the block.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits. Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Out to the right wing. Outside Mathurin. The Pacers again can't hit.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Inside. MP converts on the break.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Halliburton against MP. Pass to Barber from deep. Indiana again missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now here's Moody. Back to MP. Screen by Durant. Here's MP. Great D that time from Halliburton.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
And how about we check the numbers for MP?
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Indiana making a switch here. Brown's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Williams is checked in.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Here's MP. Over to the left wing. Reed passes to MP. Oh, and Turner with a block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And Indiana with some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's man in for Tyrese Halliburton. And the Warriors with possession here. 10-point lead. Clock at 2. Williams from long range. Mathurin with a rebound. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Defense on our 2K leaderboard. Looking at the best when it comes to points per game allowed over the previous month. In the third spot, the Warriors.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
He misses the free throw. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Good on the second one. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Brown cashes in the 12-footer. Brown's got 6. The Warriors lead by 9. Here's MP. MP going right into the D.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
It's stolen by MP. And they're on the break. On up the court. And Williams punches it home.
Hey, if the defense doesn't lock him up and leaves a gap, MP pretty much has to make the pass there.
For Indiana, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. To the inside. Here's Mathurin. And that one is hammered home.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his...
All right, MP. Let's close this one out.
Sharp passes to man. And here's Halliburton, covered by MP. Here's Bona. Oh, nice! Big finish! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Halliburton at the 1 with Brown at the 2. Terrence Mann is out there with Sharp. And it's Bona in at the 5. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
Yeah, great job by MP. Getting that shot off to earn a trip to the line. Nice.
And the Pacers making a change here. And so he hits both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Three-pointer, Halliburton. He got it. Halliburton nails the 3.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
MP inside, defended by Halliburton. And again, no good by Golden State.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Sharp. And here are the Warriors now. 8-point game. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Here's Halliburton. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Good decision-making that time by Halliburton. Really smart. The moment he saw the space open up, he pulled up.
Here's MP. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 9 rebounds now. Halliburton finds Turner, and here's Mathurin. Halliburton outside. Let's go with a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP, the pass to Durant. Back to MP. And the 3 off target.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Woo! His energy is unmatched. And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Three-pointer. Halliburton, no good. The Warriors lead by 8. MP outside. Pass to Durant. That shot off. Excellent D there from Siakam. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. Indiana, they're working against the clock now. With the step back. Here's Halliburton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Halliburton's got 13 in the second half.
That's one of the things his coaches have encouraged him to do. Look for the mid-range jumper, Tyrese. Way to knock it down.
Outside Durant. And the Warriors miss again.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
MP. Halliburton outside. Over MP. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to MP. Here he goes. MP on the take.
Great job. MP just so effective moving downhill.
Pacers trail by 8. Now Halliburton. There's the 3. It's a three-pointer. Halliburton's got 10 points in the quarter.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Who poked away. It's stolen by Halliburton. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, you love the aggression defensively, but at this stage of the game, that's a huge mistake.
.52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, MP, defended by Halliburton. Outside Kuminga. On the wing, MP. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. MP's got 41.
Great job by MP. Boy, he delivers in the clutch.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Here's Halliburton, now off the inbound. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Nice job by Halliburton, showing you the toughness that time, going right into that defense and drawing the foul.
First free throw was good, and that brings him within 5. And both free throws good for Halliburton. 29 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Warriors with possession here. They've led by as many as 14. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. .27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
And it's in. Big time shot by Halliburton. And his team and coaches say, in Tyrese, we trust.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Barber. And so the Warriors take the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Great win tonight, MP.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.
Get ready to rumble, young blood.
Yo, MP, let's go.
It's called culture, guys. You should try it out sometime.
I know.
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this. Take a look. Let us know what you think.
We're a great offensive team, but I don't feel like we've unlocked our top gear yet. And I want to push us as far as I can to show the world that we're the best of the best.
That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. If you choose this goal, we're going to be testing you against the league's top defenses.
Well, to get to where we need to go, we need to be elite against the elite. There's no other way.
That's going to take a supreme level of focus. Trying to level up from where we're at, that means eliminating mistakes and executing flawlessly.
And that's what I'm all about. Perfection by any means necessary.
Then let's get to work.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
What's up, MP?
Looking good, MP.
You guys are on another level!
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. And you look at Wade, things haven't been going so hot for him as he moves through his first year. Maybe, just maybe, he can pick things up and finish the season strong.
And it's been quite a rookie season for this group. Amazing how well they've adapted to the professional game.
Boy, it really is. There have been very few growing pains for this group, and it's no small sample size we've seen. They've been at it for months. These are bona fide NBA players now.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. And there's Jackson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Salon in at the power forward. And for the Warriors, Moody is out there with MP. Then there's Ford. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Butler in at the four-man position. So the Hornets win the tip. Here we are in the middle of the season. And Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually one or two surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise or maybe the emergence of a player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
And guys, there's no question that MP's team is one of the best on offense. And they want to prove that good offense wins over good defense.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things shake out in other leagues. They say defense wins championships, but in the NBA, it's become possible to outshoot your opponent on any given night. This should be a fun matchup.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, as you know, MP and his team have a reputation for lighting up the scoreboard. When I asked him if we should expect another offensive barrage tonight, MP told me that's what we do, David. Every team comes in thinking they can lock us down, but I've got news for them. They can't. He's got mad confidence, Kevin.
He does. I love that kid. He does, David, indeed. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. So it's the Hornets now. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Salon. To the paint. And it's Floyd with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so if he misses a chippy, that's tough to take.
Moody the pass to MP. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. For three. Hands it from downtown.
Now, you can just tell that MP was in the zone on that three-point attempt.
And so here's Charlotte. This time they met was in Charlotte.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
So it's the Hornets now. Following the miss by MP. Outside ball. Jackson finds Adebayo. Warriors with the rebound. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now, arguably, a top 25 player.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
MP looking around. And he finishes nicely on the layup. MP's got 5 points so far.
MP showing you he's not afraid to mix it up. Absorbs the contact, no problem.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball, too critical in today's NBA.
With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. In third, the Warriors.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Right wing. Pass to Salon. Can they get it? Charlotte no good that time either. And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Rocking the rim. MP injecting some energy into his squad.
Hornets trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Adebayo finds Jackson. Ball with it. Shot clock at 6. Over MP. Charlotte no good that time either.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Butler on the wing. Ball against MP. And that one is good. MP's got 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Hornets call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Williams, he's checked in for Butler. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here is Miller. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run goal. Williams kicks to MP.
That's a case where you're just determined to get to the inside. MP understanding how to get defenders into a compromising situation.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
First free throw is good.
And you have to love the presence MP brings to the floor each and every night.
And both free throws good for MP.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Ball against MP. Now Ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those kills.
Warriors leading by 8. In the corner, Moody with it. MP outside. throws it down.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now, here's Adebayo. No scoring in this one. Takes it from 10. Paul with a wide-open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
Well, LaMelo, ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Golden State's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Miller up on top, defended by Moody. Miller, no luck. Warriors leading by 9. Kuminga kicks to MP. Shoots from the elbow. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Miller surveying the floor. Unloads. The offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first.
Get him, MP. You're
and now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thank you, Kevin. With the trade deadline nearing, the news tonight is about the Denver Nuggets. They are beyond excited with what they were able to do acquiring Kevin Durant, and there were rumblings for this for the last couple of weeks that it might be in the works, and his leadership, offense, and championship pedigree brings a rare commodity to this organization, and it's going to be a fascinating phase for both Kevin and his new teammates in the organization.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. Here's Hood Schifino. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
On the court for the Hornets, Bam Adebayo is out there with Jackson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Miller. And it's Hood Schifino in at the point guard position. The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
Now, here is Miller, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He finished with 64 points. And as usual, he orchestrated the offense with superb passing. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And that one's good by Davis.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
To Jackson. Here's Hood Schifino. Miller outside. Just 5 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. Miller's got 7 points in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Warriors, #1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Free throw good, MP. We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Good D by Miller.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Pass the ball. Miller outside. Shoots over Kuminga. Again, the Hornets score.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's MP. He's got 17.
And I'm loving the energy MP is attacking with. He's not giving this defense any room to breathe.
Lobbed up there for Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's MP. He's got 19. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Golden State needs to get off the shot. Golden State moving it around. The shot by Floyd, no good. Hornets trail by 17. Pass to Miller. Outside, Ball. Misses the three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Adebayo. It's good.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ball finds Adebayo. Davis against Ball. Pass to Miller. The kick out to Ball. And the three off target.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And Kuminga throws it down.
A quality find there by MP to take advantage of the defense's weakness.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Salon. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Johnson's checked in. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to MP. Pass to Kuminga. Williams kicks to MP. Outside Kuminga, and he gets the bucket. Kuminga's got 4 this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Ball. He's got 8. A three-pointer is right on target.
This guy is always ready to shoot the 3. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Outside Kuminga. Back to MP. Kuminga sets a screen for MP. And MP throws it down.
No wasted motion from MP. Gets the space he needs and drains it.
Johnson outside. 30 seconds left here in the second. Adebayo with the screen on Kuminga. To the middle. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Pulls from the top of the key and off the foul, and in it goes. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
Well, if you want to be a championship team overnight, Kevin Durant is who you go after. He's been at the top of the mountain multiple times, and he knows what it takes. If you give him the right support, he can do the heavy lifting.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Hornets.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Kuminga out there with Butler. Then it's MP. Then there's Moody. And it's 4 with the 5 roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot. it to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Butler, a screen on Ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Boy, I think MP expected the foul, maybe even wanted the foul.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for MP. Hornets trail by 21. Ball surveying the defense. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
That one is no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
MP against Miller. Pass to Moody. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Here's MP. Miller grabs the miss. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
MP against Ball. Now Adebayo. Pass to Miller. Deep 2 from Ball. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Boyd's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. When I came into this league as a defender, I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 22 is their biggest lead. Butler sets a screen for MP. It's tipped. Ball with it. Butler covering. Pass to Salone. Back to Ball. Trains it from 9 feet away. Ball's got 14.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
MP with it. 27 points for him. Here's Floyd. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Ball against MP. Outside Jackson. Pass to Miller. Goes up on the wing. Warriors with the rebound. Boyd's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Butler sets a screen for MP. Butler dishes to MP. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Yeah, sticking it in the mid-range. When you give MP that shot, this guy loves it.
Pass to Adebayo. Pulls it from the elbow. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Kuminga, no good. Hornets trail by 19. Jackson with it. Kuminga picks him up. Salon. And it's off from 3-point range. Kuminga the pass to MP. Here's Floyd. He's guarded by Adebayo. Pass to Floyd. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 6.
How about that read by MP? Working the 2-man action, makes the right decision.
Miller outside. Ball with it from downtown. Connects from 3-point range. Ball's got 17.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Down low, here's Butler. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Charlotte calls timeout. Williams, he's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hornets. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number one, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball.
Hornets trail by 20. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Jakob Poeltl out there with Brown. Then it's Miller. Then it's Johnson. And it's Shavino in at the shooting guard. Here's Brown. Here's Poeltl. No luck there. Battle on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Warriors leading by 20. MP left side. Pass to Augustine. Now Williams. Golden State moving it around. Here's MP, and he makes good on the layup. MP's got 31 points.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Brown with a screen on Davis. There's the three. Good. Shavino shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Davis gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brown sends a screen for Miller. They grab their own miss. Count that one. Poeltl's got his first points in this one.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Poeltl. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Cody Williams.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Price is checked in for Davis. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Jackson, he's checked in for Poeltl. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top-quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for lack of sleep. When you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Johnson finds Price. And here is MP, covered by Miller. And here's MP for three. It's hauled in by Brown.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And the basket by Johnson.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Price dishes to MP. Johnson sets the screen for MP. Williams passes to MP. Johnson with it. He's covered by Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel. You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now, here's MP. Defense is right there. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Hood, Shafino. To the inside. Williams with the steal. Here's MP. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Hood, Shafino. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's tipped. Pass to Moody. MP against Ball. MP, no good.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Johnson, the pass to Adebayo. And it's Floyd with the rebound. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 19-point game. And the Hornets making a change here. It's picked off. Jackson in the corner. Out to Miller. Charlotte moving the ball around. Ball no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
MP outside. Pass to Floyd. In the corner. Moody with it. Here's MP. And he drops it in from the low post. 37 points for MP. Hornets trail by 21. Miller, the pass to Jackson. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
There's a good screen. MP, no good. Charlotte's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Warriors leading by 21. To the paint. Here's Floyd. Good. And the assist goes to MP. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 18 rebounds. Charlotte shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ball's got 19 points.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo, shot after shot going down. Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
There's Ball with the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. MP, that's for 2. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 39.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, ball. Shot clock at 6. So on, no good. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Inside. Kuminga down low. Jackson on him.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
This guy put on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Kept alive, Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Win this thing so we can get some Italian beef sandwiches.
It's almost game time, MP. You ready?
They in for a long night, Coach. I'm already in the zone.
Don't let that distract you from the bigger picture.
Everything I do is about winning championships, Coach. You ain't got to worry about that.
I'm not talking about championships. I'm talking about your teammates. To achieve your goal for us to become a truly dominant offensive machine, you got to trust. And not just talk about it or think about it, you have to live it. Share the ball. Run the plays. Trust the scheme. That's the only way to get where you want to go.
I got you, Coach.
thinking, MP?
Fans live for games like this one.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Looking now at some numbers for John Collins.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got Williams. Moody is out there with MP. Then there's Butler, and it's Floyd in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Chicago, they've got Duran. Buzelis out there with John Collins. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Boston in at the two-guard spot. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
When good offense meets great defense, these are the games MP has set his sights on. He wants his team to play poise, avoid rushing, and play their brand of offensive basketball.
And when you talk to MP, he says they will continue winning games if they run their offense efficiently by doing things like moving the ball, setting screens, and just general communication with one another. He feels that if they accomplish this, even the best defensive teams in the league won't be able to contain them.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Tonight is all about the offenses, and NP is key. Talking to him before the game, he said he knows he has to be efficient and not waste any possessions. Get ready for points tonight, guys.
Yeah, well, Allie, you know me. I'm always ready to see big scoring numbers. Here's Boston. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Now here's MP. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, that's superb balance shown by MP there, not allowing the contact to throw him off.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Bulls. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
And he's able to get it back. Sinks it from distance. Fox has got 5.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
MP inside. He's covered by Fox. MP shot is good.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Here's Fox. Floyd pulls it in.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Buzelis. Blocked! MP right side. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Nice feed from MP, showing his passing skills.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Duran. Now Fox for 3. Here's Collins, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
MP no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Fox. Goes back up. MP with the block.
And how about the defensive chops of MP? Coach loves when he steps up like that.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. In the third spot, the Warriors.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end, hustling hard to convert every time.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Butler. Chicago on D. Williams finds MP. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. And here's Kuminga for 3. Knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Fox, the pass to Boston. Back to Fox. Puts up a deep 3. Warriors with the rebound. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Fox can't get that one to fall.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Man, he's checked in for Chicago. Collins outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Boston. And it's MP with a rebound. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 so far. He takes it in. Got a hand on it. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
And sometimes Collins makes this look so effortless, as if the 3-shot is just that easy.
Here's Floyd, and the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. So both teams making some changes here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. MP, the pass to Augustine. Back to MP. Kuminga with a screen on Fox. Here's MP. And the Warriors miss again. Chicago leading by 6. So on the floor for Golden State. Cameron Johnson out there with Kuminga. Then it's MP, and it's Augustine in at the small forward position.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Here's MP. MP gets it to go through contact.
Yeah, attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
Pass to man. Fires from deep. And it's MP with a rebound. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Kuminga. Screen by MP. Takes the 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Fox outside. Here's man. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Now here's Kuminga. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Here's man. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Boston. So he gets them both.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
To the left side wing. Kuminga finds MP. Outside Moody. Pass to Williams. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Now here's Fox. Floyd pulls it in.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Boston's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And Golden State also making a switch. Butler's checked in.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First free throw's good. And so he makes both from the line.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz did some really solid work. He dropped 24 points and they couldn't keep him off the line. He was so aggressive. That's the danger of letting him get into a groove. We'll see if it carries over into tonight, Brian.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Burton. A minute 42 left in the first half of this one. All alone. Drained it for 2 points. Burton's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
One shot.
Free throw good, MP.
You know, guys, there's really no substitute for the effort MP brings.
Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Burton. MP with the block. Down low. Duran with a steal. Here's Boston. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. He has 7.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Here's Burton. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP finds Butler. Back to MP. Here's Floyd, covered by Duran. Outside Moody. Pass to MP. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Butler with the bucket.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Burton over MP. Burton misses.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. Back to the game after this break.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Chicago trailing here. John Collins out there with Buzelis. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Boston in a two-guard. That's the five out there for the Bulls.
The quickness of Fox is something else. He pulls up on the spot, and the defense just can't stay with him.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
3 on the clock. Moody from outside. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls shooting 41% in this game.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's rejected. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
On defense, the Bulls. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Now here's Fox. He's got 22. Off target with the open look.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
There's the alley! And the dunk by Duren.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Bulls. The Warriors, 4th.
Both teams really take pride in their defense and shutting one another down, which is kind of refreshing to see in a league widely dominated by offense.
MP against Fox. The kick out to Williams. Back to MP. Outside Moody. 5 on the clock. Screen by MP. Ooh, the smooth three from Moody.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Fox goes in. And Fox powers it home.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Butler finds MP. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic, but it's got to be the names out there that people know.
Golden State is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Butler passes to Moody. For the tie. Chicago with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
Maybe they expended too much energy in the first half. They just look tired here on the defensive end.
Now here's MP. He's got 16. Here's the pick. Williams from long range. Buries it from 3. Williams has got 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
MP outside. Williams passes to MP. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Duren.
Well, you got to foul MP harder than that. He waited for the contact and gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Man, he's checked in for Chicago. Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Chicago has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Outside Kuminga. And it's Butler who slams it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And so here is Chicago. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. The drive by Man. Nice D from Moody. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 1. Counted from distance.
Terrific decision by MP. He looks to feed his uncovered teammates.
Now here's Fox. He has 29 now. It's good on the putback.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. MP against Fox. MP, the pass to Moody. 4-3. Chicago with a rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Man. Back to Fox. Fires the 3. Boom! Fox with a triple.
They're fortunate to be leading after shooting below 40% in the first half.
Moody passes to MP. They set the pick. Outside for Butler. Back to MP. Butler finds Kuminga. Now Butler. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Man. Pass to Duren. Here's Boston. Collins with it. Fires the 3. The rebound by MP. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Collins. Outside man. Here's Fox. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw's good for Fox. And both free throws good for Fox.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Reed. Outside Johnson. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Davis against Fox. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Outside Davis. Changes here for the Warriors. Williams comes in for Reed, and MP subbed in for Davis. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Back to MP. Outside Augustine. Pass to Johnson. And here's Kuminga. Six to shoot. Johnson a screen on Hayes. Nice shot by Kuminga.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Johnson. Then it's Williams. And it's Augustine in at the shooting guard. Now here's Fox. Outside man. Pass to Fox. The 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's MP. Chicago with a rebound. Outside man. And there's the drive. Here's Boston. Another shot. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. For Chicago, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Claxton. Collins comes in for Hayes. And Buzelis is subbed in for Mann. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
Out to the right wing. MP against Fox. Williams from long range. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Boston. And the dunk by Duren.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's MP. Outside Moody. Beyond the arc. Duren with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Fox. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And the Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Here's MP. Butler passes to MP. Back to Butler. Kicks it out to MP. Tipped away. Work in the interior. MP.
Yeah, a big-time shot taker and big shot maker. That's what MP is for this team.
Fox for three. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got 5 rebounds in the game. MP finds Williams. Back to MP. The three is up. Duran with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Fox. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Here's MP. MP staying focused.
MP is fully locked in right now, and he's taking shots without hesitation.
Here's Fox. From the top of the key, he buries it. Fox has got 43 points.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the club.
And here's MP from outside. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Buzelis. MP against Fox. Fires high post. Warriors with the rebound. Williams from long range. Collins with the rebound. Bulls leading by 3. Here's Boston. Now here's Fox. And he buries it.
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox. Huge points.
Here's MP. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And what a big-time play by MP. Showing no fear when the heat is on.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's MP. The 3 is up. Cash. And that one brings him within 1.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
27 seconds left in the 4th. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game. Now the Warriors with it.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah. It basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Fox against Butler, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Here's MP. Off target. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
We can get that one back next time.
See ya, MP.
We all have our bad days.
everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Victor Wembanyama. MP out there with Doncic. Then it's Rodman, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward position.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Halliburton.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Now, here's MP. Puts it up from 12. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for MP. Just 5 on the clock. Rodman. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Mitchell wide open. Trains the three-pointer.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Out to the right wing. Wembanyama finds MP. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And here's Brown, following the three-pointer by MP. Over Rodman. And it's Brown missing. Now the West with the ball. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Brown. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Pass to Rizichet. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Madsen, defended by Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Shot clock at 3. Mitchell way outside.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
The 3 from MP. East grabs the miss. Brown outside. Shoots over Doncic. Brown's shot is good.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Giannis. And here's Rodman outside. And it's Madsen with the rebound. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Rizichet. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Rodman. Brown, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the East. Here's Halliburton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Mitchell. And Doncic gets it to go.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brown outside. They set the pick. Pass to Mitchell. Over Rodman. And another miss by the East. The West leading by 3. MP finds Rodman. Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Caught up with Will Hardy a few minutes ago. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight, and Coach remarked, handle?
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Stars checked in for Madsen. Reza Shea is coming in for Brown. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Halliburton. Then for the West All-Stars, Jokic has checked in for Wembanyama. Williamson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And MP subbed in for Rodman. Fox is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Reza Shea. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Sarr in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Banchero against Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the West All-Stars.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The East trail by 6. Left block shot on the way.
Well, MP read the shot attempt like a book, anticipated it, and then able to knock it away.
MP gets the job done inside.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Rizachet. And here's Banchero. Puts it up. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Banchero's got his first 2 points of the night. Williamson outside. Williamson is screen on Fox. And MP throws it down hard.
And I have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like, I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Williamson. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The East trail by 11. Fox kicks to Mitchell. Fox with the screen for Mitchell. And stolen by MP. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Fox. And he makes that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Down low, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the East with some changes. York's checked in. And it's Brown in for Mitchell. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Williamson. Rodman comes in for Doncic. And it's Morant in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Morant passes to Wembanyama. Here's MP. A beautiful reverse layup. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
Banchero outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
MP passes to Jokic. And York pulls it down.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Knocks down the 3-ball. 10 points for him.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
The East trail by 9. Banchero outside. 3-pointer. The West grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jokic a screen. Here's MP. MP converting the tough bucket.
A tenacious player. MP doesn't mind a little contact on the way up.
Banchero outside. Inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 9. They're back within single digits after that one from Brown. MP kicks to Rodman. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's MP. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, you got to be careful how you guard MP because he's capable of throwing fouls just like that.
The West All-Stars have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Free throw good, MP. Madsen, he's checked in for the East. Mitchell comes in for Banchero. The West also making some changes. Giannis comes in for Jokic. And Doncic is subbed in for John Morant.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Halliburton finds Brown. Pass to Madsen. No good on that one. Good defense by Wembanyama.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Halliburton outside. To the inside. Mitchell. Good defense by MP. And so, MP will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Brown against Doncic. Brown with it. He's got 8. To the paint. 2 on the clock.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the West All-Stars up by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, MP out there with Luka Doncic. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Rodman in at the 3. The West All-Stars have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And what I love about MP, his work ethic. He's someone that wants to keep getting better and better.
And both free throws good for MP. The East trail by 14. Now, here is Halliburton. Madsen passes to Brown. Halliburton outside. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, Reza Shea. Scoreless thus far. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The shot by Mitchell, no good. The West leading by 14. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Reza Shea. Antetokounmpo defending. Pocket 6. The drive by Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on MP.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. MP with the bounce pass. Here's Rodman. Again, the West All-Stars.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. Does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Brown. Back to Mitchell. It's stolen by Wembanyama. To the middle. He's looking for Giannis and finds it. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Mitchell outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Brown deciding where to go with it. Five to shoot. Fade away. And another miss by the East.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. 17-point game. Here's Mitchell. Here's Madsen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Stolen by Mitchell. Halliburton on the wing. Brown outside. Six to shoot. To end the drought. It's rebounded by the West. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rodman goes in. And it's Ricochet with the rebound. The East trail by 17. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Back to Brown. The 3. And another miss by the East. The West leading by 17. Antetokounmpo dishes to MP. East grabs the miss. Madsen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Mitchell's got 12 in the game.
Oh, nice touch there by Mitchell. Easy to misjudge that mid-range jumper.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Banchero's checked in for Ricochet.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
We've got Fox. Brown out there with Banchero. Then there's Reza Shea, and it's York, and at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. They get the rebound. MP, that shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
Here's Banchero. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. Well, it's looking more and more like the MVP award is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, he looks like he's got that thing locked up at this point. He's been phenomenal.
Here's Banchero. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist here tonight.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
Pass to York. Fox a screen on Jokic. Here's Banchero. West All-Stars with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
The West leading by 14. MP with the bounce pass. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor, and it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Manson, he's checked in for Banchero. Mitchell comes in for Brown. And Halliburton subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Doncic against Mitchell. Halliburton for 3. Rodman grabs the rebound. Rodman's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Doncic with it. Halliburton picks him up. Good D by Mitchell.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Drives to the hoop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
First one falls for. Brown is checked in for the East. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the West. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
It's good. And the West leads by 18.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get himself on the highlight reel.
Here's Halliburton. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The 3 for Doncic. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the East. Mitchell right side. Here's Madsen. The shot comes out. Good defense by Wembanyama. The West leading by 20. MP finds Antetokounmpo. MP deciding where to go with it. Makes it off the glass. MP's got 11 in the second half.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Halliburton passes to Brown. To the paint. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Doncic outside. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
Doncic bounce pass. Here's Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. The West also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Rodman. And it's Morant in for Luka Doncic. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. The East trail by 21. Fox passes to Banchero. Shot from the top of the key, and the shot goes down.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Bledsoe. That one good for 2.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Williamson is checked in for Wembanyama, and he can't hit the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Jokic, fires for 3, hits it from three-point range.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Halliburton passes to Brown. Banchero with the ball.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
MP kicks to Morant. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That three off the mark. And here is Brown. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our all-star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?